Hi everyone, thank you for being with us tonight. We have a special guest, Guillaume Néry, with us, and we are really proud of that. So, we are part of the team there. We have Nicolas.
Hi.
We have Romain in the backstage.
Yes.
With you on Facebook, Kevin as well, our technical leader. So we will have 30 minutes together. You can ask all your questions about Audible, about Guillaume Néry. Maybe I have one first question for you. How did you become an incredible underwater filmmaker?
We were not supposed, I say we because I'm working with my wife Julie, and Julie and I were not supposed to be underwater filmmaker. I'm a freediver at the beginning, competitive freediver. I've done many world records, and one day, besides competition, we decided to try something new with our camera, and we just wanted to make a fun video. And we were in Bahamas, and this is where we have done the video Free Fall that became viral on internet and has been viewed for more than 25 or 30 million times. And this is really how it happens. We really didn't want to become underwater videographer, and we realized that we had some ideas, some new way to share our passion and our vision about underwater world, and because people liked it, we decided to do more and more, and this is how we got involved in this world.
Yeah, but you don't just do normal videos on the water. We saw you in the last clip of Beyoncé. You run on the ground, on the floor. It's just amazing. How did you do that?
So yeah, the special thing we have is that we are doing most of our film on breath hold. Like I am on breath hold on the images, and my wife is filming me on breath hold also. And this is really a special thing, because when you are filming on breath hold underwater, you are free. So it means that the normal way of filming is having scuba equipment on the back. So you have special rules to follow. You cannot go up, down. It's kind of heavy. So the cameraman is very stable and doesn't move a lot. And when you are on breath hold, you're free. It means that I think the special thing we had in the underwater filming is that Julie was able to follow me in all my movements, and the faster I was going, the faster she was able to follow me, and that created a new perception. We tried to have more the same vision than when you were filming on air with drone. We tried to have the same underwater, and I think this is this new angle that made something different. And about the music video with Beyoncé, like we were so lucky to work with huge star, to have a huge star like Beyoncé trusting us to make her music video was amazing. And I think it was because of one of our film, Ocean Gravity. I was flying underwater, Julie was filming me, and with this video we had a million views, and Beyoncé's team saw this video and said, okay, we want to work with you and we want to make something special, same place, same spirit underwater, and it happened.
Cool. Maybe you will use Audible next time.
yeah. I think this Audible will be something very magic, because it will do more or less what Julie is able to do. I mean, Audible will be very free, and it's going to be autonomous and able to follow the diver in all directions, and like a drone in the air, but inside underwater. I think this is really the new thing, and I think it's gonna be kind of revolution, and I can't wait to start working with Audible.
Maybe Romain, we have the first question.
Yes, about the depth, the maximum depth between Audible and the tracker.
Sure. So you can go to 60 meters, 200 feet with Audible. You have 1 hour battery life, also with 2 handles and light integrated, so you can use for your whole dive. And if you want to do 3 or 4 dives a day, you have just to change the battery directly at the surface. It's just easy.
And the distance between the eyeball and the diver can be up to 25 meters.
Yes,
maximum.
right.
What happens if the battery runs out?
So you have two possibilities mainly. One, you can ask your eyeball to come back to you, and you grab it, and you
You hold it.
You hold it.
Yeah, okay, you hold it on you. It's the first possibility. Second possibility, for example, if you're a free diver and you don't want to have your eyeball with you to carry your own eyeball, the thing is that you can tell the eyeball through the bracelet to go back to the surface. And then once at the surface, it will emit based on the GPS. It will emit its position, and you can take it back from, for example, from a boat.
About avoidance?
Yeah.
Audible with avoidance?
In fact, we have a sonar inside. We use it as well to do the communication between the bracelet and eyeball. So eyeball will recognize the reef and will know where is the reef, and that's why it will only follow you and don't go directly into the corals or everything else.
Another diver, for example.
Could you
Explain a little bit more?
Yes,
sure.
Yeah.
about the technical one?
And we have the inventor as well. Kevin is there, a part of the French team. We are 15 people, and you see there our 2 prototypes. This is the functional prototypes. You have also a video on our Indiegogo page of this prototype. And the aim was at first to be sure that we can follow a diver, have a good communication between eyeball and a wrist. We have a first prototype there, but it's you have 1 kilometer between this bracelet, if I can tell that, and this prototype. For sure, we'll have now this bracelet with different predefined scenario, and our objective now is to put everything from there into this design. We have done a lot of work now. We have launched our Indigo campaign for that to start our industrialization phase, and now we count on your support to do that.
Must we wait June, or must I buy Audible today?
Good question. So I think the main thing is that by supporting us right now, the idea is that you benefit from a price very low compared to the final price. That is a 40% decrease on the price, so it's a bargain, totally, because of the technology that is within iBubble. So it's a win-win situation. For you, it's a price that is lower, and for us, it gives us money, and it enables us to go faster on the development of the iBubble. So the idea is to maximize the amount of money we can raise on Indiegogo, because it will help us to benefit from all the I would say the opportunities we have to develop in the best way, with the best timing, this iBubble.
And we are like you, we are divers, and we want to use iBubble as soon as possible.
Is the team able to industrialize the product?
Sure. Well, maybe as you know, a part of the team has worked before on an autonomous aerial drone named ExoPlus. It was the same kind of project with a crowdfunding campaign with a lot of success. Now you can buy it. All the backers have their own ExoPlus, and the idea of Kevin was to do the same but on the water, and you see the result. So sure, we will do that. We are 15 people today. At the end of the year will be 25 people. So yes, you will have your eyeball in June.
And I can tell you about my experience because I met the team like almost 1 year ago, and when they came to me in Nice, it was just on paper at the beginning, and they explained me all the process. And I could have said, okay, no, I'm not sure about what you do, but they proved me that like there are real people, real team with like very dedicated to the project, and step by step, month by month, the project is growing. And few months before this was not existing, and this is working. This is not just tubes, and like it's been testing every day, and it's working, and it's improving. So for the people who are thinking, okay, I'm not sure if the project will go to the end, at the beginning, I'm not from the team. I came after, and I can guarantee, because now I'm part of the team, that this is real and it's gonna happen for sure.
Thanks, you.
Which cameras are compatible with iBubble?
At the beginning, we will start with the standard in the action cam camera, that is GoPro 3 and 4.
And the next one as well.
Is there a future version of the iBubble?
This one for me. This is, yeah, because it's very important for me. We try to develop the iBubble in a very, I would say, by doing like some modules, like bricks that you can assemble with different technologies. And the idea is that even if we have other ideas afterwards, or we want to implement new technologies afterwards, there will be a possibility to retrofit these new technologies within your own iBubble. That is, even if we have new functionalities in the future, there will always be a possibility for you to retrofit in your own iBubble. That is, you don't have to buy another one. It's not like a marketing thing and we want to release every 2 years a new product and you have to buy the new one. No, you will have your iBubble, and this is the iBubble that will adapt to the new functionalities.
Okay, and how will work the connected bracelet?
Good question.
So you have a sonar inside who will push in information to iBubble. iBubble will know where you are and to keep you in the frame. We'll use as well image recognition inside the iBubble to know where you are, and you will be able to put 8 predefined scenarios in it, and during your dive you will have only to change the scenario and to choose which scenario you want to use. For example, start your dive, do a 360 around me during my descent, after that follow me, or if you see a shark a little bit too far from you, you call iBubble from your bracelet, iBubble comes to you, you grab it, you put iBubble in the direction of the shark, push a button, it will recognize the shape of the shark, follow the shark during 25 meters and come back to you.
Where would I send my iBubble for repairs?
Yeah, that is something also we want to tackle, because it is very important for that everywhere in the world you can access to a dealer and to someone that can maintain your own iBubble. So that is, iBubble comes with a 1-year guarantee. That is important for you. And the thing is that even if there is something going bad, I don't know, but it won't happen, but you don't know. Anyway, you can go to a dealer. We will build a network of dealers that are able also to maintain and to repair your own iGobble. So everywhere in the world you should be able to find one.
Okay, and iGobble and the shark.
We have a lot
the
of
famous one.
we have a lot of questions. If iGobble will be bit by a shark? From my point of view, it could be a good thing if I have a film inside a shark, but no. To be serious, we have worked on the color and we have worked with experts on this thing. And this color and only yellow and this kind of yellow, it's because we know that this kind of color is not from shark. They can't. How can I say that?
Identify this
Yeah.
as a prey.
Yeah, exactly. So, no worries about that. You will be able to follow a shark and be cool.
Okay, could you explain the price of iGobble?
Yeah, sure. As Nicolas told you, we want to propose a real special price for all divers because we're all divers and we want to put this really cool product in all the hands. We propose you iGobble at $1,300 now. During this campaign, it's 40% less than the normal price, and yeah, this is because we need to go further and to start the industrialization. If you compare that to housing for a camera with also 2 lights of 1000 lumens each, and with all the intelligence inside, the propellers and everything, it's not so expensive.
It's a bargain.
Okay, how about wreck diving? Will it follow the diver?
Okay, so as for the condition of use of iGobble, you have to think about it in a way. Okay, it offers you a lot of freedom, but if the break is very narrow, I would say it will be a little bit too difficult for it to follow you. The idea is that you have to have some space around you in order to be in the optimum condition for you to use it. For example, if you are in a wreck and you start 360 degrees, there are risks that you cannot do that. So
Yeah, you have just to call your iGobble, to grab it in your hands, do your film inside the wreck, and after that have iGobble around you. But yes, inside it will be maybe a little bit difficult.
Okay. Could you give more details about the lights?
yeah, sure. About the lights, we will adapt. It is not displayed on this design mockup, but the idea is to have 2 lights because 2 is better than 1. But the idea is to have 2 lights deported from the central axis in order to be sure to cover with the maximum luminosity the filming area. So the idea is to have 2 lights, each 1000 lumen, because it is I would say strong enough in order to provide you with luminosity, but not too much because we want also to make a trade-off between autonomy and the lights.
A technical question: how does the signal work underwater?
So that was a tricky one because, as you know, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth they don't work underwater. So we had to find another solution. And one of the things we discussed a lot with several, I would say, experts in the field of underwater communication, and you have, I would say, frequencies from range of frequencies that are close to what the mammals use in underwater, and this kind of range it offers you the ability to communicate under the water. you cannot access to a large spread, I would say, in terms of débit. Okay, so just forget about it. The thing is that it is simple enough to work and it's not too complicated. And the thing is that it enables us to make the communication between the bracelet and the drone.
And you, Guillaume, how you see the application for you and for freedivers?
I think for freedivers, I think for all the underwater world community, this is gonna be very something new, because each time you have someone having a camera trying to make beautiful shots of friends all around, the guy with the camera lose a bit about the dive, because when you are filming and when you are focusing on framing everyone, and you miss most of the dive. So I think that for a group of people, or for pro like freediving or scuba diving structure club, it's going to add like more freedom to everyone. The idea is for the people to enjoy the dive or freediving as much as possible, forgetting about technology, focusing about the beauty of the underwater world, and at the same time having Audible doing the job and doing like something very incredible with freedom, with light, with unique angles. And when the dive is finished, I think it's amazing to have everything inside the camera, and you can share with freediving or scuba diving community with your friends, and it's in your mind and it's in the camera, and I think it's gonna change a lot in our world. We need to, if you are passionate like we are, we want to share what we live underwater. We want to show what's happening underwater. Most of the people don't understand why we're diving, and I think it's going to be the perfect tool to help us to show, but without compromising our own passion.
Last question. What will be Audible's impact on the marine ecosystem?
So, one aspect is the frequency we are using. Those are low frequency, but also the intensity of the signal is very, very low, which means that we won't disturb the wildlife, the underwater wildlife. Regarding the drone itself, we are in a sustainable process. We want it to be as careful for the ocean as possible, which means that we will choose all the materials that will be embedded within the Audible in order for it to be not to have leaks or things like that of anything in the ocean. And I think it's something that we have within ourselves. We care about I would say, about the sustainability in a general way, and furthermore for the ocean. This is something important.
And if a problem happens, for example, if Audible loses signal or lose a diver, Audible will go at the surface directly. We have a security feature. It's really important for us to don't lose your Audible on the water, of course.
Yeah.
We have also, I want to say that we have a fan there. Alvin, hello, a huge fan in US. So
hello, Alvin.
It's a big up for you.
Special one.
So this is the end of this live event. Thank you everyone for all your questions. Maybe Guillaume, you have a last word. You're our guest. We're really proud of that.
Yeah, thank you very much to all the team for inviting me here to share this moment. It's very important for us to have those moments with you, because iBubble is not only us, it's also you. As Benjamin said, like, we need you because the more you will be with us in the community, the faster it will be, and the best product we will get at the end. So we have 14 more days until the end of the campaign in Indiegogo. So you can find it on the website, and you can find on iBubble camera, and you will get all the information and all the offers, and you can have already you can pre-buy your own iBubble and be part of the community. So I hope you will be part of us. I hope you enjoyed this moment. And
thank you, Guillaume.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye bye.